Hey, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. So, Stranger Things season 5 has just come out. I haven't watched it. I haven't even watched the new fucking trailer. So, all I have watched is like the 2 teasers. I don't even think I watched the full one with 11, to be fair, where she's like running and doing her weird assault calls. But I did watch the Will one, where he's younger, and what is with them de-aging, like, for real, it looks janky as hell. Like, I thought season 4 was pretty janky with the 11. But yeah, it is what it is, honey. It is what it is. But I'm in 2 minds, people. I am very much in 2 minds. I used to be like a huge fan of the show, and then it started to literally exponentially go downhill. And then season 4 was like its saving grace and brought it back to standard, back to form, honey, back to form. Because let's face it, season 2 was pretty meh. Season 3 was so bad that I fully blocked it out of my memory. Like, I really honestly cannot remember it. All I remember is that it was very Billy heavy. And very much 80s high school mall. Yeah. Montage. Like, what the fuck? What happened to the horror? People, this is meant to be a horror program. Yeah. So season 4 was very refreshing because it felt like it went back to the horror. But I feel like, I don't know, man. I really don't know. So I'm going to give you a list of why I think that this final season is probably going to be dog shit. And there's 2 right here. Remember when these 2 did this? Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, just for that, both of y'all need to die in this season. For real, for real. I can't even remember this guy's name, but he's irrelevant to the story, for real, for real. Now that they're not in Russia or whatever, completely irrelevant to the story. Will, on the other hand, when I mean this kid has done absolutely nothing since season 2, he has done nothing since season 2. Even in season 4, when he was getting his weird fucking tingles from the Mind Flare / Vecna or whatever, that was it. That's all he did. He got tingles, and he was simping after fucking Mike. That was his whole storyline. So, yeah, they should just... real talk. Let's go through it. Number 1. Netflix never sticks the landing. Like, of all the shows I've seen, all the massive shows that this studio has produced, I have yet to see a good finale. And that's bad. Just off the top of my head, I can name, Orange is the New Black. Literally put Netflix on the map. Literally. Like, to be fair, the last 2 seasons were garbage. Absolutely garbage. Umbrella Academy. I have no words. Like, I fully was so invested in that show. Absolute dog shit. So angry at what they did to Five's character. So angry, but... yeah. And probably most importantly of all, because there's probably loads. Like, honestly, I don't watch that many Netflix originals. But, I mean, I heard House of Cards was another one because, again, Kevin Spacey wasn't in the last season. But the biggest one for me was Squid Games. And I'm pretty sure all of you are in the same boat as me, where you were like, what the fuck? Netflix has a weird tendency of doing this weird CGI, de-aging, CGI baby things on things that really don't... It's just the baby. What you did to 120 is unforgivable. Unforgivable. Like, honestly, after 120 died in the second episode or whatever, I was ready. I was ready to be done with the season. And then what you did to Gion, like, how did you, like, how? Like, really, how? How did you ruin such a good character? This should be studied, for real. Like, the whole how Netflix manages to fuck up the landing on their biggest shows should be studied. Like, because I don't know how. That the only thing I can guarantee is Netflix will fuck up the show. Yeah, I don't know. My door is creaking a bit. Like, there might be a ghost in there. Who knows? Please like and subscribe because I'm being haunted. So yeah, Netflix never sticks to the landing. Number 2, the Duffer Brothers said that they wrote the whole thing from the jump, which I find very, very hard to believe, considering the inconsistencies of the seasons. Yeah, season 1, great, incredible horror show, just something fresh, something new, just great. Like, it was like, you know, very Stephen King-esque, very much like Stand By Me, like young boys in the 80s going through some bullshit. Yeah, it was just all the pieces were there. It was great. Then season 2 was just like, it really felt like they weren't really sure what they were doing. And then season 3 happened and it just went downhill. Season 4 picked it back up, but to be fair, it was probably the most disjointed of all the seasons. Like, every single, like, they're split up into 3 groups. So the core group isn't together at any point throughout the whole season. Like, what? 11 doesn't have powers for the majority of the season. Max is simping over her over her half brother that was an absolute douche, like, from the jump. Like, literally, there was no saving grace to that guy, yet you put him on a pedestal because he saved y'all. He was also the person that put y'all in that position. Yeah, he was ready to kill your ass. Yeah, like, okay? Yeah. Introducing Vecna as well, like, this late on, is, like, wild to me if you knew this was gonna happen. Like, people would be like, oh yeah, but in the first episode, you do see him for, like, a hot second. Yeah, while Will swerves in his fucking bike. And I'm like, okay, then what? Why did it take nearly 10 years for us to get his story? Why, when 11 was finding her sister, did that, like, you know, did all this story of them being experimenting on and the number 1 and all this other shit, why did it not come up then in season 2? Why, if that also was true that you wrote all from the jump, are all the flashbacks with this weird de-aging bullshit on? You could have literally filmed it when they were that age if you knew the whole story from the jump, which you clearly didn't. Because, like I said, it is so disjointed. It's just, like, literally every season, it's like you're just... Yeah, honestly, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, realistically, you could watch the first season and then season 4. Like, there's no real reason to see season 3 or whatever. I mean, if you do need to see it, see the last episode, right? You'll get the gist of what's going on. You'll understand why Hopper's in fucking Russia. Yeah, and Max. Like, I get Max came in season 2, but the whole her simping over her brother thing. Yeah. Other than that, the other 2 seasons were a wash. And also, yeah, Will's character in general. He's connected to the Mind Flare, right? We saw that from season 2, clearly. Yeah. Been more than useless this whole time. He's the only kid that has spent weeks or whatever in the Upside Down. It's stuck in 1983 because of Will, for some weird reason. Why time stopped then, I have no fucking idea. you would have thought that it was just like carrying on in present day. Like it's meant to be like a dark reflection of what's going on now. Nope. Why wasn't it stuck in the 50s or whenever fucking... Not 50s. Why wasn't it stuck like a few years before that when Henry went there? Yeah, before he became Vecna. I don't know. Is it ever explained? Not really. But then again, season 4 did a lot of exposition on fucking Henry and his backstory and the fact that he had powers, his sister, and all this crap. This is what I'm saying. Like, if you had the story down from the jump, it would be a little more consistent, you know? It wouldn't be like every season's like, okay. Like, there's so much exposition every season. Like, well, no, actually, I feel like season 4 has probably done the most exposition because, again, they're trying to introduce this big bad, which is Vecna, literally in the last 2 seasons. Okay. But yet, you're still trying to tell me the big bad isn't even him. It's meant to be the Mind Flayer? So again, why haven't we seen that? You wrote it from the jump, right? Why haven't we seen that? Anybody? Somebody? Anywhere? Yeah. Reason number 3. Somehow the acting is getting worse. And what do I mean by that? I feel like Will, 11, Mike, even like, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of the acting in season 4 from that group in particular, like how is it out of the kids in California, it felt like Argyle was the only decent actor out of them, right? And he was also the new character of the season, which they're not bringing back. Like, how is the acting getting worse? Like, I feel like 11's acting is getting really bad. Will's acting is getting really bad as well. And if this is going to be a Will-heavy season, we're done. We're done for. We are done for. Like, I literally feel like he can't act out of a paper bag, which is wild, because when he was in season 2, I was like, yo, this kid can act. I don't know whether it's because he's been on the sidelines for, like, the last 2 seasons, and really not had much to do. But yeah, for some reason, Will's acting felt jarring, and 11's acting felt hella jarring. I don't know how it's possible that my girl can be in like 2 or 3 Netflix movies a year and still be a horrendous actor. It takes an incredible amount of skill to be that bad and be getting paid like a good, like, I don't know, a cool 10 million for this fucking show. Hey, it is what it is. Like, it's weird that when they were younger, they were better actors than they are now. And then again, I don't know whether it's because it's taking them like 10 years between seasons to fucking do the show, that maybe that's also why. Who fucking knows, right? But yeah, the acting is like horrible. Yeah, especially coming from those two. Joyce also is a bit meh. There's a few of them that's a bit meh, but I just let it slide because I just think you can't really hate Winona Ryder. Like, come on, man, I love that girl. She could probably do no wrong for real. So I let it slide. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. But yeah, like Jonathan as well ain't doing much, and yeah, it's just like there. Like, out of Jonathan and Nancy's doing a lot. She is doing a lot. Steve's great. Nancy's great. Maya's character is great. I really can't remember her name, and I feel so bad because she's actually really good. Dustin, incredible. Lucas was great. Max was great. Like, even though I don't like what they did with her character, her acting was brilliant. But yeah, it just feels like, yeah, there's especially 11 and then, yeah, Will. So yeah, I really hope that the acting is better, but I doubt it. Number 4, it's so inconsistent. Like, I do not understand why you couldn't film them closer together. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me, especially why there was such a huge gap between 3 and 4. Yeah, and now between 4 and 5, I think it's been 3 years or so. Like, why? Like, it's crazy to me. Like, I don't know why we're in an age where we're in an age where every show takes 2 to 3 years to make. Like, I get that there's CGI in the show and all that shit, right? Fine. But a year or two, fine. But 4, 5 years between seasons, like, it's the same with, like, House of Dragons, all these other fucking CGI shows. Yeah, I know with Stranger Things it's slightly different. They do try and make it very practical effects heavy. If you saw the behind the scenes of season 4 in particular, like, you'll see, like, Vecna, like, even the Upside Down for the most part is, like, built. You know, it's very, like, it's like aesthetics, you know, to get, like, the misty effects and all the swirls and stuff that they really CGI. So it's very odd to me that it is taking so long, especially with how quick and how, not how quick, but how advanced technology is as well. I mean, I animate and I make 3D models. I also work in film and all this other stuff. So it is odd to me that you could have such a giant studio with, like, hundreds of people working on this show, probably, like, way too many people, right? And it still take, like, 3, 4, 5, 6 years between each season. It's so inconsistent. And it fucks with the story horribly. Yeah, if you watch from season 3 to 4, if you literally watched it back to back, you'd be like, how did these 12-year-olds become 20-year-olds in one season? That's how obvious the age difference is. But yet in the show, they're trying to be like, oh yeah, it's only been 18 months. 18 months where? 18 months where? Like, for real, like, where? And now it's been another 3 or 4 years, but yet in the show again, it's been over a year. So you're telling me after what happened in season 4, instead of them just jumping straight into it, you're trying to tell me, nah, it's been a year. Why? Why has it been a year? It was the same with Squid Games, where it was like, oh, it's meant to have been like 3 years or whatever. Why? Like, real talk. Why? It just makes it look very unrealistic. It's weird saying that in a show where it's got, like, fucking all horror fantasy, right? But it seems unrealistic for the story. Yeah, you literally opened up the gates of hell in the final episode. Yeah, the whole of Hawkins has been, like, turned into fucking Swiss cheese. Yeah, literally got a massive crosshatch going straight down the middle. Yeah, whoop, across the whole fucking town. And you're telling me nothing happened in that whole year? It took Vecna a whole year to recuperate. It took him a whole year to get his shit together. Yeah. How? This is the same cat that in the last episode, they blew him to smithereens, and he still managed to get up and fucking walk off. We didn't see him walk off, his body just wasn't there. It's like, huh. Yeah, you're telling me his whole plan worked, and he managed to open the Upside Down into the real world or whatever. Yet, in that whole year, y'all did nothing. Did nothing. That there was no demi-bats, no demi-dogs, no demogorgons, nothing coming out of that. Nothing. But yet when there was a tiny portal in fucking Russia, I say tiny, but you know what I mean. When there was the portal in Russia, all hell broke loose. But there's a massive crack in a town and nothing happens for a whole year. Do you see where I'm going? Like, there's probably too many things that is gonna make this show absolutely tank, right? But that for me is like, the inconsistency in the timeline is just too much. It is just too much. They should have filmed season 4 and season 5 back to back. I don't care what anyone says, right? There's what, like 8 episodes? You could have literally filmed it back to back, done all the CGI, and had them out better than waiting 3 years for this crap. Literally could have had it out last year or the year before. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't seem logical. Yeah, to have these weird gaps. Realistically, between season 3 and season 4, you should have just said it'd been 3 years. It would have made way more sense as to why everyone was separated and all this other crap. Yeah. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have really made sense for the whole Max storyline, but I still do not understand that storyline of her being so overly depressed over her half brother. Like, feeling so guilty and all this other shit. No. Like, her whole personality was lobotomized. Like, she went from being this cool, fun girl to just being sad and ugh. I get they did that so that she could be one of the victims of Vecna or whatever, but no. Yeah, but yeah, the timeline in the fucking show is just too inconsistent, right? At number 5, and this is the big one, I don't think the story is gonna make any sense. Like I said, for guys that say that they've been writing this from the jump, every season feels so detached from the other one, right? And I feel like it's gonna be the same. Either that or this is gonna be season 4 2.0, right? Except all the great things that were in season 4 aren't going to be in this, aka Eddie. Yeah. I don't think they're going to bring Eddie back. I feel like a lot of people want him to be back, and I feel like a lot of people will probably watch this season in hopes that he'll be back. But I'm telling you, he ain't coming back. That my guy is too fucking busy. Yeah. He was probably filming Fantastic Four or The Beatles or whatever, yeah, while this was filming. So, do I think he'll be back? No. Do I want him to be back and play Cass and have his big, you know, cool, evil story arc and then become the good guy again? I would love to see that. But no, I feel like instead they're going to use Will as the weird puppet. And again, it just feels like so forced. Like, you could have had... This is what I mean by the story. You could have had that consistency of Will. Knowing that you're like, oh, shit. Yeah. I hate when they try and make series so unexpected to the audience that they don't go for what's right there. They don't go for the obvious. It's like exactly what they did with Squid Games. It was like, nah, we're not going to go for like anything too obvious or anything that anyone would really want to see. We want to keep them on their toes and just like literally, it's like jumping the shark for real, because there's not, like, there's just no consistency. And it really annoys me. But yeah, the story I don't think is gonna be much. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, it's probably gonna be like a lot of heavily like dependent on obviously 11 and the older teenagers, I guess. Which, like I said, I love the older teenagers, so they can't do no wrong, right? But I don't feel like they're gonna get the story right. Like, I don't think they're going to conclude the story of Stranger Things well. Like, they never seem to be able to wrap things up in a perfect bow, ever. Because, like I said, what was the whole point in splitting Hawkins like that? Opening up the gates, like, with the whole clocks and all that shit. Just for the next season to start off you acting like none of that happened, because that's what it seems like. It genuinely seems like, why else would there be a time jump of a year later or whatever? No consistency. Like, the story is too inconsistent. It's just really fucking annoying. there's probably so many more other reasons why I think it's just going to be awful. Those are the main ones I can think of right now. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know if you think it's going to be great. If you're going to watch it. I mean, I probably will watch it. Let's be honest. Yeah, I honestly will probably do what I did with season 4 and wait till the whole thing's out, because that's pretty much what I did for season 4. I didn't do this whole waiting for the next thingy. I literally waited until all the episodes were out and watched it. Because again, I was really reluctant to, because it's been awful. Without Eddie in it, I don't think it's going to be as good. Vecna is going to be carrying the show, because, like I said, 11 and Will can't act, so... So, who knows? I don't know, maybe they took some acting classes in between. I hope their acting does get better, because, again, I don't see the point. I think Nancy's probably going to save the day more than those two anyway. I think Will... Oh, sorry. This is also what I wanted to add. A quick ad, yeah? I think they're going to kill the wrong people off. Or they're not going to kill enough people. Yeah, it's one or the other. I think they're going to end up killing all our favourite characters. And... like, leave, like, 11, Will, Jonathan, and Nancy, all these other people, just to be like, haha. Like, I think they're literally gonna kill off Nancy and Mike's mum. I think that's probably gonna be a given. Even if she's not Vecna's sister, I think they probably will do that, just from the tiny snippet of her being in the bathtub thing that everyone saw. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's gonna die. I think a lot of, like, side characters will die, just so they won't have to kill any real main characters. I think we might get 1 or 2 real main character deaths, and it will probably be Steve. It might be Will if he ends up being like the cast puppet that we wish was Eddie. So it might be Will, or he might, you know, do a Billy. I hope it's Will. Like, he gotta go. He a bad guy. Like, literally. He's been having the tingles probably since day 1. He's probably been hawking up demi-dogs this whole fucking time. Did you see how many he was, like, literally sucking down at about 1,000 of those motherfuckers in the flashback? Yeah. Which, again, you should have filmed at the right time, but anyway. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like it'll go 1 or 2 ways. Either they're gonna kill off like the best characters, like Dustin, like Lucas's sister, like Steve, like Maya's character, like Hopper or Joyce, and instead keep the worst characters like Mike, like fucking 11, you know, like Will, Jonathan, just, yeah. I think they'll kill one of those people, if not a few of them. Yeah, and a lot of side characters. Like, they'll introduce a bunch of characters that they can just kill off, yeah? Which I'm annoyed about, because I want a finale that's like Squid Games, basically. I want everyone to die. It should be a free-for-all. It's a horror land. Like, everyone is risking their life to save the world at this point, even though they've been sitting on it for a year. Again, no idea why. Probably will get explained in the most stupid way. But yeah, I think they're either gonna kill the wrong people and really piss me off, like Squid Games did with 120, or they're not gonna kill enough people. They might kill one main character, which will, again, I probably will put my hand on my heart, I reckon it will be Steve. Yeah, because again, he was doing too much in that season 4 anyway. He's been doing too much since the jump. He's always risking his life for fucking Nancy, so... It's probably inevitable that he will die this season, probably for Nancy, and then she's going to end up living a mediocre life with Jonathan. And then, yeah, I think a bunch of, like, renegade new side characters will die. I think out of the core group, I don't think they'll kill Mike. I don't think they'll kill 11. Again, makes absolutely no sense. Like, they should kill her. Like, she should be self-sacrificing herself for the mind flare or whatever, killing it. But I doubt it. I reckon out of the main group, I don't know why, I have a weird feeling they're either going to kill Dustin or Lucas, and that will really, really piss me off. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think any of those characters are going to die, or who you think is going to die. Just tell me, girl. Let's start this convo. Let's go. Yeah, but yeah, let me know what you guys think is going to happen. If you guys are going to watch it, should I watch it? Should I really watch it? I probably will. But anyway, let me know what you think. And I'll see you soon. Take care.